Yo, welcome to Third Town Sports Podcast. Just a heads up, this show contains adult language, unfiltered opinions, and a whole lot of passion for sports. If you're easily offended, this might not be the spot for you. But if you can't handle the heat, hit the subscribe button. And don't be a dick.
Living my life like I'm Kobe.
Man,
Living my life like I'm
Kobe,
Kobe.
Kobe, Kobe.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, what up, y'all? Y'all know what it is. Throw the Town Sports Podcast, man. It's your boy, King James the Pharaoh, man. Y'all tuned in. We got Cap the Great. What's going on?
What's the word? What's the word?
Special guest in the
Man,
building.
we got him back. You know what I'm saying? Tune, it's a big tune in the room. You know what I'm saying?
Brother Ambrosia.
Brother Ambrosia. Man, what's the word, y'all? How y'all living today, man? We back, man. YouTubers, front siders,
Ringsiders.
siders, front rowers. Everybody in between, you know what I'm saying? Those bleeders, if you watch it, you watch it, man. Appreciate y'all stepping up in the place to be. Of course, we had to, you know what I'm saying, come back and hit the scene. We've been gone for a couple of days. That's because we wanted to let everybody else catch up if you hadn't catched up, you know what I'm saying? Back when we talked to y'all, the series was 1-0 on each side. Now we got it, both series is at 2-1. The Knicks went to Indiana, took one, and the Wolves went back home and took one. So starting off with the Wolves, they definitely did what the hell they was supposed to do. They put the nail in the coffin in them early in the damn game.
43. 43-point win. 42-point win. Something crazy.
Hey, look, and they owed them that though. Let's be for real. They owed them that because they started off the series going crazy on them. You know what I'm saying? They definitely whooped their ass by like 40 something that first game, you know what I'm saying? And then, came back and beat them again the next game afterwards. But Ant-Man was fiending for that. You know what I mean? I feel like he came out there, balled out for sure. He left the game with 30. You feel me? Julius Randle went crazy. Think he had like 20 something. Uh Everybody played a fair game over there for Minnesota. Now the question is for me and them is or from me to them is is they gonna be able to keep this up? Like, do we think that they gonna, keep that energy up and go off into the next game at home? Not only doing that, but go back to OKC and doing that. That's really what everybody want to see is they gonna do that in OKC.
I want to see if they can do it another game at home. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. The Minnesota game, that was I fell asleep.
You want to know if they can beat them by 40 again?
Not 40, but can they win at home again?
They gotta win strong like that again for
And,
sure.
I mean,
For
I
sure.
don't even need them to win by 40, but I think for one, they needed that 42-point win for confidence. I'm just gonna be honest. After getting your ass demolished on the road twice, especially after being up one of them games. Remember, they was up one of them
Right.
games and came back
They,
and lost.
they was
So,
up the second game in OKC, and then OKC came back and beat them.
so I know they were pretty shot, confidence wise.
Right.
Coming home, winning by 42, they needed that. Like, they needed that to know that okay, we can run with these boys, we can beat these guys. Like, we can actually play with them. Because the
Right.
42-point win, they beat them good. Defense looked great. I got to give a shout out to Minnesota defense game 3. Defense was amazing. They didn't lose their mental, but the foul baiting shit, they learned how to play a little bit smarter. Pulled the chair on his ass quite a bit. I like that. That was good shit. Shout out to Minnesota on adjustments that they made. But they got to win tonight, at least by 7, 8. You know what I mean? They have to control the game tonight to give themselves confidence going into OKC. Because if they don't win by a decisive amount tonight, you're not got you know, I mean, because game 3 is always the losing team's game. Game 3 is always the team down 0-2. Game 3 is always their game. Because nobody wants to get in that 0-3 hole. That's a deficit. So shout out to Minnesota for not getting in that 0-3 hole. But I need them to win tonight at home decisively to prove that they can win this series. If they don't win decisively, I don't know if they even prove to themselves that they can win this series.
What you got, Trav?
I mean, I guess the only thing I wouldn't necessarily disagree, but if anything, I would just say decisively. You know what I mean? I feel like if they win, reset it to a whole new series. You know what I mean? It's decent enough confidence booster. You know what I mean? If they can just get the win, you know, then at least they got a better chance as way better chance than if they lose. You know what I mean? Either way it go. But yeah, so he's spitting. He's spitting.
I definitely agree because I feel like they need to win by more than 7 or 8. They need to win by 20 at least. Like, if not 50, like in between 10 and 20. Like, you got to win a little strong. You know what I'm saying? Because both of them OKC wins with no light losses. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, coming into the series losing like they did, that ain't how you want to come in and then you can't redeem yourself all the way through. Like that's just not how shit supposed to look. Especially when you got a caliber player like Ant-Man and we know what he can do and we just seen him do so over the years. You know what I'm saying? Last year he did the same thing and got to where they at and he crumbled. So everybody looking at him for real. To me, it's all on his shoulders. Now, if he get past this hump tonight, go into OKC and win another game, then we can start talking a little bit more shit. But other than that, right now, it's put up or shut up. Like they gotta be fully locked in. And if you're not locked in like that, then prepare to get your ass ran by OKC because that's what they do. You know what I'm saying? One piece of mishap on your offense or defense, and you're gonna pay for it on the other end.
Julius Randle has to show up for 48 fucking minutes.
That too.
Fuck
That
that.
too.
He got to show up for 50.
He
Like,
got to show up the whole game.
he got to show up for 50. It's 48
Yeah.
minutes in the game. This nigga has to show up for 50. Like, if they want to win this series, Julius Randle has to show up 50 minutes a game, every fucking game from here on out. Ant-Man is not going to be able to do it by himself. McDaniels he's a no-show. I'm going to be honest. McDaniels is like, he's nickel and dime. McDaniels
The Alexander dude been helping him more than McDaniels have.
Jaden McDaniels has to show up if they want to win this series. Period.
Right.
Like, Jaden McDaniels, if he don't show up, they're not going to win the series. Like, it's not possible. Especially when you got Rudy Gobert, who's not doing shit. Rudy Gobert isn't doing shit. He's just taking up space.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you another person. And even though they won, he still didn't do shit. Devinchenko. Where the fuck is Devinchenko?
That's when you know your name.
Devin who?
Devinchenko, the white boy that shoot the threes from Villanova.
Oh, Dante. White man Dante.
DiVincenzo, him. Where the hell is he?
Hey, look, that boy said Devinchenko.
And you know how I know he ain't shown up? I'm gonna tell you how I know he ain't showed up. All 3 games he ain't shown up because I've had prop bets for him to hit 2 threes every game. And he ain't. They still won, but if they want to win the series tonight, we got to see Devin Nanko. We need to see him. They got to see Jaden McDaniels, and they got to see Naz Reid. You got to get production out of these three, not to mention Julius Randle. But you got to get production out of them. If you don't get production out of McDaniels, Devinchenko, and Reed, if you're not getting no production out of them, this series is
Devinchenko is crazy.
Hey, Devinchenko is crazy. Sound like a Dean Malenko.
First name Devin, last name Chenko.
He been tearing his name up, bro, for the longest. Dude,
what is his name?
DiVincenzo.
DiVincenzo.
Yeah.
Devinchenko.
Look, see? And his first name, Dante. That should make it easy.
Dante.
Apostrophe, dog.
Dante Devinchenko. He sound black than a motherfucker, don't he? A black and these dude.
Until you get to his name. Until you get to that last name. Black Italian.
Yeah. His daddy black, his mama Chinese.
Look, and that just make you a black Italian? Let me find out.
Dante Devinchenko.
Look. Now you sound like a boxer. Hey, look, now you sound like a boxer, dude. He done turned him into Drago. Dante Drago.
Devinchenko.
Look. That sound like Lomachenko.
See that guy.
Right, who he fight? Like, who he fight? Oh shit! Yeah, the truth. Who he fighting?
Speaking of fighting,
man. Speaking of that though, man. Yeah, y'all Wolves, OKC 2-1. OKC is still up. You know what I'm saying? They still got the ups to be able to put a stamp on this season. I mean, on the series, excuse me, in the Western Conference by winning the game in Minnesota. Then we going on over here to the East. You know what I'm saying? We got the Pacers. We got the Knicks. Of course,
still fighting.
This series it's been boiling. You know what I'm saying? For sure. Series is now 2-1 with the Knicks coming in there winning the nail biter due to a lot of faulty things that was happening at the end of the game, I feel like, and some decisions on top of that.
Scott Foster.
Other than that, yeah, 2-6 series is 2-1. And y'all know I got my squad in the house, man. You know they ride or die, man. So I love to hear from them just out the gate, you know, what they feel like happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I got some good points as well. Which one of y'all want to start it off?
Shit, I feel like the Knicks are who we thought they were, and you know, really, the Pacers just lost that game. You know what I mean? Like, I seen more opportunities. The niggas really could have took it and sealed that motherfucker. It just didn't go that way. Namely, that Miles Turner. That Miles Turner would have hit that three. It really would have took the win right out of them niggas' sails, dog, immediately.
Once again.
I agree.
Again.
And that was his shot. You know what I mean? So, you know, some nights it just be like that. But, like, nobody, like, it's crazy that people act like, it's crazy people who had, like, the graphic. Knicks. Everybody, Knicks win the series. Knicks in 6, all this crazy stuff, you know what I mean? But then once we up 2 games, like, we got to sweep the niggas all of a sudden. Like, we don't, like they, like, now all of a sudden they're not good enough to win one game. Like my man just said, game 3 is usually the one for the losing team anyway.
Right.
You know, so, like, it's not like I was surprised, but once again, like, I also gotta emphasize that, you know, I didn't get to see the first 3 quarters, you know what I'm saying? So I don't feel as strongly about it as everybody else because I didn't necessarily get to experience that lead being lost. You know what I'm saying? They were still leading by the time I tuned in, but it wasn't 20.
Yeah, they had knocked
Shit,
it
I know
down to
when I
like
looked,
11
I went
probably.
to a rest stop, hopped out the whip. It was halftime. You know what I'm saying? And then by the time I looked at the thing, I seen that they was up, but it was this old sneaky number of points. You know what I mean?
You seen it. You seen it.
Sneaky. But y'all already know what's up. You know what I mean? Like Nick, like it was a lot of things that could have been different. You know what I mean? Like Tyrese did not have to dish the ball to the fresh off injury, Aaron Neesmith in the corner. That was, that was a bad decision. He could have took it to the cup when he was already there instead of turning around and thought, you know what I mean? Like he could have tied the game. Like, and then sometimes Rick is known also for having these games, man, where his rotations just get a little bit weird, Yeah. Especially when that nigga Obi ready to run. You know what I mean? Like, put this nigga back in the damn game, dog, when motherfuckers getting that momentum. Let that nigga run their ass up and down the court. But I digress. Niggas don't just be doing the shit twice. So I think it'd be all right. Good series, Or if you want to play devil's advocate, you know what I mean? It's 6 points. So who's to say that Vegas didn't make the call? Adam Silver on the phone with Vegas. Now, hey, man. Hey, if they go up 3-0, niggas ain't going to want to watch the rest of the series, man. We got to, what we going to do here? You know what I mean? What was the over-under on this game?
1.
Yeah, it wasn't too
1
much.
point?
Yeah, it wasn't too much.
So, first, right on, because that was perfect analyst. I got to say, because I know everybody ringside, everybody courtside, y'all been waiting to hear from me. First of all, my boy Ryan, supposed to be on the show. My bad, big dog. You just don't understand. You was the third person that hit me this morning. All right? The third. The first 2 before you. Okay? You got to understand this, Ryan. The first 2 before you, one was a Cavs fan. The other one was a Bulls fan. And both of them was in my inbox this morning before I could even have me some coffee. My inbox is blowing up like the Pacers just lost the series. And the way they coming at me, I thought I missed something. I thought the Pacers just lost 4 games in 1 game. I was like, shit, was that a winner-take-all game? They changed the rules? I missed something. So I had to go look at the rules and shit as I'm Googling the rules to make sure you still had to win 4 of these motherfuckers. I get a bing. And this nigga Ryan say, so what y'all gonna do?
Hey, it's funny because he messes me the same thing, you know what I mean? I didn't know at the time, but I hit him with a couple of responses. We talking about it, and then you posted the screenshot of your response, and I was just telling Cody, like, man, we really got to put this out there because, like, that's the difference between the VIP Platinum Pacers fan, you know what I mean, and the Pacers fan level 6 or 7, you know what I mean? Because
that part,
because Dub went crazy.
So when you hit me, brother, y'all got to realize after game 2, he hit me and he said, so what is y'all going to do? And my response was a picture of the O'Brien trophy. And I said, we finna kiss the trophy in Indy, right? That's when we up 2-0. Soon as we lose the 3rd game at the crib, which I would like to mention, that's happened every fucking series. Every fucking series, the Pacers have lost game 3. We won game 1 and 2 against Milwaukee. We lost game 3. We won game 1 and 2 against Cleveland. We lost game 3. What happened? Pacers in 5. So what the fuck? We won game 1 and 2 in New York. What's the pattern here, ladies and gentlemen? We all graduated second grade.
Also, not to mention 0-4 in Indy 500. Same day the game in the race.
Pacers lose game 3, like they've done all playoffs. And I get, so what y'all gonna do? Motherfucker, bring that shit to the show.
Hey,
I'm gonna tell you what the hell we gonna do.
Hey, honestly, like, have yet to show like how they can stop us. You know what I mean? Like, nobody can honestly say that the Pacers didn't stop themselves. Like, Karl-Anthony Towns had some points. He did. But then he didn't, you know what I'm saying? At the same time, like, it was a whole lot going on. And Rick Carlisle got a whole lot. When I first turned it on, and it's the fourth quarter, it was a whole lineup of who's who. Like,
who the fuck is in the game?
Why is Tony Bradley in the game still?
Why is Tony Bradley in the game with motherfucking TJ McConnell, motherfucking Aaron Nesmith, and I mean, it's just anyway. Ron, before I go into my analyst, my bad, big dog, but that's how you caught me. You caught me after niggas was acting like the Pacers just lost the whole series, and I'm like, brother, you know damn well as I know, you got to win 4 games. The Pacers lost 1. Okay, we lost a game. Yeah, okay. I mean, don't come trolling me over 1 game when we done beat everybody in 5 and lost every game 3 in every series, right? That's how I was feeling. But I really wanted to bring that shit on the show. Honestly, if you want to know the truth, I'm going to be hunted. I really wasn't that upset. I was just trying to bait Ryan onto the show because your ass don't like to come on the show. So I figured if I go all angry black man and super fan, I could bait you to come on the motherfucking show and bring that energy to the show, but it didn't work. But anyway, like Trav was saying, I agree. We always up 2-0. This nigga, Rick Carlisle, for some reason say we in the catbird seat like we playing baseball or something, and we can afford to watch this pitch. So, Furphy, Bradley, and he always just fuck with the lineups and try some old crazy shit every time we up 2-0. When we up 2-0 game 3, he throws some old funky shit in the mix. I can go conspiracy theory and say, yeah, the spread hit. The spread definitely hit. So, I mean, we could go conspiracy theory there. We can also say that Scott Foster was the motherfucking referee. And I don't know if y'all seen a couple of them calls at the end of the game where the Pacers clearly were supposed to get the ball back at least 2 times. That's the one
they call the extender?
At least twice. But, yeah, there you go. Scott Foster, the motherfucking series extender, extended the series. But no, I'm not like Stephen A and them. Congratulations to the Knicks. They won the game. They came in, they took one, they outplayed us. You know what I'm saying? They took advantage of the motherfucking referees that was there, like you supposed to do, and they won game 3.
We lost game 3, dog. I really don't. Like, in my heart of hearts, I don't even feel like they won. Like, they they won. Just was not on their A game when it came down to it. Because even that challenge, you know what I'm saying? The motherfucking the out of bounds. Well, Ryan knew his ass touched that damn ball.
Hey man, thing is this: they got to play tomorrow. Period. They play tomorrow.
Back to business.
It's back to business. I feel like the same way you felt. They didn't prove to me that they can beat the Pacers. They didn't show that they're a better team than the Pacers. And like I always said, game 1 and game 2, you always got some referee interference. Game 3 always goes to the losing team of game 1 and game 2. Game 4, they let motherfuckers play. You can look at every series. Game 4, they let motherfuckers play. So game 4, the better team is gonna win. Pacers got better coaching. Pacers got a better bench. Pacers is the better team. I said it before. Pacers in 5. It don't change it. I actually gave the Pacers 6. If y'all go back to the show before, the Knicks were supposed to win 2. I gave the Knicks 2. You know, I'm not gonna act like they're not in the Eastern Conference Finals. We are a better team. However, after the way y'all pissed me off this morning, y'all know who y'all is. I ain't gonna call y'all out. Pacers in 5, bitch.
Well, you said one was a Cleveland fan, so there's that. That's a different kind of delusion right there.
Oh man. They
Ty
still
Jerome,
butthurt.
man, this is our year.
Oh man, they got hurt.
Jerome.
He in my inbox. He in my inbox every day. I'm talking about if they was healthy. If was the 5th nigga. If they was healthy.
So when it came to, it looked like for the most part when the Pacers was making their run yesterday, though, all the starters were still in. I know I was hearing a lot about the foul trouble, you know what I mean? But when I was seeing niggas running up and down the courts on the highlights, looked like Jalen Brunson, the motherfucking Cat, and all them niggas was in.
Jalen Brunson, they put Jalen Brunson on the bench this time. I guess they watched Jeff Teague and them podcasts. Shout out to the 520. You know what I'm saying? I guess they watched Jeff Teague and them podcasts, and they put motherfucking Jalen Brunson on the bench for a lot of the fourth quarter. And a lot of their comeback, Jalen Brunson was on the bench.
Yeah, I'm talking about before, though. I'm talking about when we was going crazy early in the first half.
Oh, yeah, when we was going crazy, it was on their starting 5.
Yeah. So, you know, they still got some shit to figure out, you know what I mean, as far as I can see.
Well, I would tell you what I saw. They tried to put Mitchell Robinson in the starting lineup because they knew he gave us problems last time. What they didn't account for was us running his motherfucking big ass up and down the court. That motherfucker, do you know how many times I said, look, and he was walking? That man was walking. The last man up the court. The last man.
Who you talking about?
Mitchell Robinson. They tried to put him in.
They had him tired.
Boy, we ran him ragged. That boy
they messed up when they started him in the beginning. When I seen that, when I look, and I'm gonna say this, like, I'm glad I'm back because I wanted to say something. On spot, who the hell was them dudes in the fucking third to the beginning of the fourth quarter playing the game? I don't know who them guys was. Never seen them in my life. I was over here like, man, who the hell is these dudes? I'm like, I know who Ben Shepherd is.
Tony B.
And right. I'm like, who the hell is these
Bro,
dudes?
do you know there was a lineup at one point in time when it was McConnell, it was Ben Shepherd, it was Tony Bradley, Aaron Neesmith, and I want to say Ben Mathurin.
And Ben Mathurin, look, okay. Nah, Ben Mathurin definitely came in.
That was nuts. And that was another thing. Mathurin didn't get a lot of PT.
Let me talk about this. Let me talk about him just specifically. I tell you, I'm glad I'm back because look, let me chime in on him for a second. You know, Ben Mathurin probably got some of the highest scoring percentage against the Knicks all regular season for y'all. And then I was excited just to see y'all as a healthy team. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was supposed to be that year where we were supposed to run it back and be a healthy competition. You know, one of the sides made it. And, you know, the player that everybody looking to play against these cats for real is Ben Mathurin. And he not only hasn't been getting a lot of play time, but he really haven't been performing like that either, man. I mean, what do you think that could be? Like, it can't be a rhythmic thing because you've been in a rhythm all season. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then when you get in the game, like, he made some fouls and some decisions that he shouldn't have made, but I feel like it's because he haven't been in there. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is.
So what is that?
Caitlin Clark not Caitlin Clark, but Caitlin. Can't think of her last name right now. She writes for the Indiana Pacers, right?
Cooper.
Caitlin Cooper. I read an article that she did, and I seen an interview that she did with him. The best way to describe this, and y'all gonna feel me on this. He's a young Ron Artest. He is literally a young Ron Artest. And if you don't bottle and harness it, right, and guide it correctly, even when you don't want to, right, if you don't guide and harness it correctly, it'll be more detrimental than it would be helpful, right? So there's plays that she shows on her Twitter feed, right, and she shows where he's good at, I fucked up and the play broke down, but I made up for it, right? And you didn't know the play broke down if you're a fan watching, but everybody else knows the play broke down and he made up for it. In these playoffs, you can't do that against the Knicks. Not
You can't
against
do
the
that. You
Knicks.
can't do that at all.
Not against the Knicks. Against the
Right.
Knicks, it's 2 because it ain't no guarantee we get the rebound. They rebound is
Right.
crazy.
Right.
And
Right.
then you got to get back on D because the way they want to play, you know what I mean? The way we have to wear them out, you got to get back on defense. Benedict Mathurin is learning this playoff pressure, right? He's learning this is his first playoffs, and we're going deep. And they more physical, right? And that Ron Artest kicks in, right? Right? He'll blow up on your motherfucking ass. We all know it. We all know it. He'll blow up, right? We seen what happened, right? And you say we haven't seen him since then, right? Since the
Right.
right? Since the
Yeah.
bunch of, we ain't seen too much.
We ain't seen him since then for real.
You gotta harness it, bro. I gotta be able to trust I could put you in. And no matter you getting the elbow in the ribs every time you go down, I don't need you reacting to that elbow in the ribs or trying to give a shot back. You know what I mean? You got to learn how to give a shot back and not get caught. He don't know how to give shots back and not get caught yet.
Right. Yeah, you don't know how to keep going. You don't know how to just keep on
feel
going
me?
after you. And sometimes you got to do that. Like, you way too good in the sense, for me, you way too good to even be doing shit like that.
And
Like,
so the good thing is we got James Johnson, right?
right. I be
So-
seeing him a lot in his ear too on the sideline.
And that's what's been happening is James is trying to get him to. It's a maturity thing, bro.
He got to find that median with that.
He's still
with
young.
that attitude.
We
right.
keep forgetting he's still young.
Man, what has been like 21?
If he 21, he 20 or 21.
He got to be like 21 by now. He done been with y'all 3 seasons so far.
This is third.
This is third, right?
This is third.
Yeah,
So he's still young.
Yeah, I was finna say because he came in young, man.
So,
he came in real young.
He came in 18 or 19.
Right.
So, it made sense because we forget these boys are still kids at times. We forget they still young, and he junior age out here hooping, and he a live wire. So, you got wise players out here that's been in the league. They're going to keep poking the bear to make him blow up.
Yeah.
Don't need him blowing up, dog. We need to keep you know what I'm saying? So your minutes is going to be managed until we know that you can handle the pressure.
Right. No, that's smart.
And you stepped up when we needed you to. Now, he has an issue with it. I'm going to be honest with you because why? This is contract year.
Right. Yeah, that's why I'm like, man, I don't I know he done been there for a while, you know what I'm saying?
He want to get in and show out.
And because he done been gone the whole year. You feel me, bro? Like, He done been gone a whole year. Like, let's be for
Yeah,
real, you know. He done been gone a whole year. Definitely somebody y'all needed in that time when y'all was fighting last year for sure, dog. Like, I feel like if y'all would have just had him there, right? Let alone not having Hallie, right? It would have been a problem because we would have had to control that, right?
we would have
It,
won one or two. We'd have
y'all
won
would at
one or
least
two.
won two. Y'all would at least won two, and
Yeah.
like that's without Halliburton. You know what I'm saying?
Without
Because
Holly, we'd have won one or two.
right, right. Like if y'all had Holly, we going to a 7 series, 6, 7 series, easy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like seeing that happen, I was like, dude, I'm like, I don't understand. Then you get in the game and you fouling, and then I knew the situation he had got into, which was minor. You know what I'm saying? But they took it before everybody else tried to blow it up, and everybody didn't blow it up and get a chance to because the diffuse, like you said, which is an understandable thing, keeping it, controlling it, teaching you how to control it. You got to be able to put that shit into the game, not
Into your game.
not into your
Right.
personal actions. You know what I'm saying? Like, and Ryan Artest definitely is a staple, if not the dictionary paragraph of what it takes to control. You know, I don't care what nobody says. Him and Dennis Rodman is definitely two people you can look back on and say, what a hell of a career they had. And like, I'm happy they won championships and all of that, and they deserve it because they was that damn good. You know what I'm saying? So when they found their piece too, with their attitude and their game and they everything, then they got around the right vets and stuff too. Like man, they turned up, you know. So him being there is probably way more good, and I feel like y'all gonna keep him maybe another two. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
I think so.
I read an article today I liked. That was very, very great. It was from Brian Windhorst at that. And it was saying that he's talked with the Pacers and some people in the front office.
Hmm.
And, you know, be honest, depending on how far this team goes, they definitely are looking at going into the luxury tax to make sure they can keep this base core team
Hmm.
together. So that's good news because the last time we went into the luxury tax, it was a motherfucker by the name of Austin Crozier.
Hey, look, we ain't even gonna talk about this cat, dude. He made y'all waste all the money, didn't he?
Bruh, man,
Easy.
hey man, motherfucker Herb Simon after that said, hell no, I ain't never going back into luxury tax, motherfucker. Nope,
Ever
trade him,
again.
get rid of him. Oh, he good? Get rid of that motherfucker. How much he gonna cost me? Got to go. Who next?
Hey, look, I'm talking about, and when I see y'all do that to Sabonis, I knew y'all wasn't falling for nothing like that
Hey,
no more.
when we traded Sabonis, you know that was a luxury
I knew
tax. It
I
was
was
like,
like, oh, I'm like, these niggas, they ain't playing around. Hey, you know what I'm
hey,
saying?
Sabonis,
Like,
hey, I like you, Sabonis, but you ain't getting us no motherfucking ship. And I'm not going into the luxury tax to keep you and motherfucking Miles Turner. Hell no.
and you about to get, and you getting Halliburton. You already had Hallie, you know what I'm saying? Like, and Hallie was over there. He was still on the King contract, the little rookie contract. So Hallie is due for a bag as well. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? For sure.
Oh
Like,
no,
got
Hallie
it.
got the bag. Oh,
and
Hallie
did he
got the
get the
bag.
bag already?
Yeah,
Did
he
he
Yeah,
get
got
you
one
it.
remember?
already?
You don't remember? He took the
Was it
picture
this
with it.
year?
He took the picture with his girlfriend and the
You
balloons.
right. You right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. 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 And they started trying to flame him up. Nah, y'all can't flame shit now. Look, I just want to
Now when
say,
it's $100 and something million.
hey, I just want to say, you know what I'm saying? I'm proud to see all these young cats right now that's in this series getting some shine. These are some
Hey,
players that
real
we
quick,
actually name. We named these players off too, like
real
some
quick. Hold up,
episodes back.
real quick. I got to before we move forward on anything. Shout out to Pops Halliburton. They freed Pops Halliburton today. He is now allowed to be sitting up in the suites at the Pacers game, and that's my dog. I don't know, ringsiders, everybody sitting courtside. I need y'all to know I met that man the other day. Me and him, like I ran into him. We had a good conversation. Real down to earth father, black dad, real black dads. Shout out to the black dads. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Papa Halliburton. He walked with me. He talked with me. He shared some things with me that I'm not going to share on here, but just a real down to earth father. And I just wanted to send a shout out to Papa Halliburton and shout out to him being free and thank the league for freeing that man and letting him sit up there in the suites. So,
Don't even know why y'all even went that far anyway. It wasn't even nothing for real, you know. If Giannis would have never walked up on him in that little huddle, it wouldn't have never even been nothing. You know what I'm saying? And Giannis, you can't be mad, nigga, because you got your ass whooped three
hey,
times in a
Pops,
row.
now
Hey, look, you
I will say, Pops did say to me, he did say to me when we were talking, because I was like, you getting back in there? He said I was wrong. I will say that. Pop said to me, he said I was wrong. He said
yeah,
I was wrong. He said, even though I didn't get in that man's face, he got in my face.
right,
He
exactly,
said,
exactly.
he said, I didn't get in that man's face. He got in my face, and I stood my ground. I said, I know that's right,
That's
Pop.
it. Yeah,
Right?
that's
He
it.
said, but I was wrong. He said I was wrong. The word he used was not teasing. It was one of them old school OG
What do you
words.
say? What do you say? Meddling?
Nah, it was
Ah,
a wise word
you
like
over there meddling?
taunting. He said he was wrong for taunting. He said he admit he was wrong for taunting him on court. He said I didn't have to taunt him on court. I could have taunted
Right.
from my seat, right? And he said he was wrong for going on court and taunting that man, right? In that moment. He admitted that to
Respect
me.
it.
He said that to me. I didn't ask him about it. I just asked him, you know what I'm saying? Do he feel like he was going to be making it back in? You know, you going to be able to
Yeah.
get back in? You think they're going to let you back in if we get to the ship? You know? And he was like, hey, I just respect their decision. I was wrong. He said I shouldn't have went on that court and taunted that man. I could have taunted him
Yeah.
from my seat. So, shout out to Pops.
Shout out to Pops, man. Yeah. Any
Out
hype,
the pop, back in the
any
house.
any hype dad, first off, dude, is going that's an out of body experience for real. Like to see something like that happening with your kid, man, and to be a part of it, let alone you that close to the court. I'd be look, me honestly, I probably would have hit that nigga Giannis with an RKO if that was my son. You know what I'm saying? If I'm that close, I don't know what to do with myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Out of
I'm gonna do
nowhere.
Hey, I'm gonna do something to make it valuable, whether they tackle me up or not. Hey, I'm gonna remember this for the rest of my life, you know. But no, shout out to Pops, man, for sure. Let y'all letting him back in, man, letting that lift off that man, because y'all, like I said, y'all should have never did all that anyway. But it's all good to keep things safe and copacetic for the game. And y'all see what his son doing, man. They out there running the series right now. 2-1 Indiana, still up. Back to Indiana, Young Game Bridge. You know what I'm saying? What's that? Monday or not Monday? I'm off tomorrow, right?
Tuesday.
Tuesday. Okay. Yeah, and then tonight we got, of course, OKC and the young T Wolves. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, man, it's your guys, man. Throw the Top Sports Podcast, man. Y'all know what we do over here, man. We keep it real at the most, at the
Yo,
most high. You know what I'm saying?
they got a date for Javante Tank Davis and
September 15th, right? 13th, I think. Is it 13th or 15th? One of the two.
one of
Either
them
way,
two.
I think it's the 13th because the homie Ty Line out here. Shout out to my boy Low B, you know what I'm saying? His birthday is on that day. And we going up. He already done hit me and told me it's on his birthday.
Who
So
we
it's
fighting?
that's locked in. It's a run back, Roach.
Lamont
You know what I'm
Roach run
saying?
back.
So it's gonna be a run back. But I'm telling y'all now. It's gonna be a spectacle for real this time
Woo, I tell you
because
what now.
if that boy Tank, I don't
Hey,
think that's gonna happen again, man.
one thing I will say this. Have we ever seen a Tank rematch?
No,
So, that being said,
no, no.
that man is definitely coming on refocus shit.
That's
He
one
didn't
thing.
cut his
That's one thing I said.
he
Like
cut his
I'm like
hair.
this nigga Tank. I'm like Tank got a once again, y'all. Hey, I usually like to say this, but I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this with reality in it. Usually when people get to transform it, you know what I'm saying? It's either a name change. You know what I'm saying? Or they cutting something off. You know what I'm saying? And cutting off is a form of transforming. You know what I'm saying?
Didn't he win the first one?
It was a draw.
It was a draw. They drawed
But
it.
yeah, I
No.
say he won it.
I will say he won it because they tried to say that the knockdown was that Neil. They should have counted the Neil, of course, as a
The hair
knockdown
went in
because
his
they
eye.
supposed to. But
As
yeah,
somebody that has hair, when that motherfucker hit your eye, let me tell you,
and we
time
watched the
out.
slowed down
God
footage.
damn, time out.
I hurt my eye just you doing the motion just now.
Hey,
My
look,
eye
just the
started-
one look. Trav had a flashback real quick. Look, if y'all don't know, my boy used to have them drapes. You know what I'm saying?
Woo!
And
Get
I
that
definitely
motherfucker.
done seen him get slapped in the eye one good time with them drapes because exactly the ones Devontae had in his head.
So you
Trav used to
saying
wear them joints.
so it was a draw because he took the knee?
Yep.
Well, yeah, because Tank was winning really. You know what I'm saying? Like they thought because Roach was throwing the punches and they was connecting. Don't get me wrong. Like, but some of the joints that he was hitting, it wasn't really hitting. And Tank took that knee, which take away points and all that shit. So it kind of evened it out and they drawed it.
Oh,
Which,
and then it
but it turned into
They
a huge
didn't
spectacle.
take points away for the knee.
Yeah, they didn't
They
take
didn't-
nothing for the
They
knee.
didn't take points away, but for the judges,
Yeah,
he took a knee.
right.
You get what
They
I'm
counted
saying?
it.
Now that round I gotta give to Lamont Roach.
That's like when
Yeah.
a nigga say some old slick shit he ain't supposed to say in court, and they like, all right, you can't use that. And the niggas try to tell the jury, no, forget you heard that, but niggas
Exactly.
already heard it.
Type shit, it's already heard. They record
Exactly.
everything anyway. You know what I'm saying? They can't take it back.
Exactly.
So yeah, man, that's like I said, that's gonna be crazy. You know what I'm saying? Then we got Tiafimo too in the works with Boots. That's another one. That's gonna
That
be
look
a
like it's actually
banger.
gonna come to fruition.
That's a banger. That's a
But
banger.
Boots, now this is it though. Your
That's a
boy,
banger.
what's his name? Hearns? Is that his name?
Yeah, Eddie Hearn.
Right? Eddie Hearn did an interview, and he basically said that Boots was scared to take the fight. He didn't say scared. He said Boots is unsure. He don't want to have a letdown fight.
Mm.
He don't want to have a letdown fight. Then get up for the fight, nigga.
Look, we might have to come back on that one because
We
I'm
may
about
have
to
to come back on that one. I'm
I'm
shoot you the
looking
footage.
into that.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
gonna shoot you
yeah.
I'm gonna shoot you the interview because that's exactly
that.
what he said. He said, you know what I mean, that Boots just wants to make sure because he don't want to have a letdown fight.
Oh no, see, yeah, we don't hear them kind of words in the
Nah, bro, that
boxing
sound like
community,
scared.
bro.
That
That
sound like
sound
scared to sign the contract.
that Nate Dogg. Hold up, wait.
Also,
Yeah,
it was made
that's what he
official
said.
today. It was made official. Canelo and Terrence Crawford.
It's going down.
It's official.
Officially,
It's
Official.
official.
when
It's
is
going
that?
down.
No date. No date.
They
But it's
just still
official.
because it was supposed to be in September, but now that Tank Roach is in September, that's gonna be hard to compete with. Because that man, they gonna run it up one more time. They gonna run it up for sure.
But contracts are signed. It's
Oh yeah.
official.
Oh yeah.
We getting Terrence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez next.
Yeah.
At what weight?
165. 165.
You know what that means?
What that mean?
Terrence Crawford finna get his ass whooped.
Wait, what? I didn't expect you to say that.
He
Right.
finna
We
get
gotta go up.
Every time that nigga say that to me, y'all be dying because
What?
he the Crawford fan. You know what I'm saying? Like nigga, I went to him. I'm like, bro. Crawford. They Canelo, dog. They about to sign it. He like, no, dog. I don't believe it. I'm like, no, bro. I'm
What
like,
do
they
he-
signed it, dog.
What
He
do
like,
you
hey
usually
man, that
fight
nigga
at?
Crawford about to get his ass whooped. That's the first thing he said every time.
Hey man, I love Terrence Crawford, dog. But I love Terrence Crawford at 150, 155, 147, 155,
That's his.
160,
That's it. That's it. 165.
160 and up. Nigga done got his ass whooped every fucking time. He
Bro, that's
finna
where
get
the monsters at.
demolished.
Who else he fought?
The Ukrainian, Russian, what was he?
Madrimov was the dude that he
Madrimov.
fought.
Madrimov.
And dude
That
was in
at
there. He bit.
160.
That's at 165.
And he was dropping the Madrimovs.
Hey. Hey, at the end of the fight, that boy Bud was bruised up. Hey, look, that was my first time seeing a black nigga like myself with lumps and bruises. You know what I'm saying? Like usually I'll be thinking
What Canelo usually fight at?
he 165.
Always.
Yep. Well, he done went. Well, no, he went down. He done went up too though before, right?
Who?
He done went Canelo. He done went up to 175 before and fought
And Bivol and got them
Bevel and got beveled.
He got beat the fuck up. He said, man, look, let me take my ass back down here to 165, where the only motherfucker I got to duck is Benavidez.
Yeah, he got beveled.
Yeah, he went up there.
Because
He don't
he
never
knew
go
better.
down.
He knew better. Huh?
He don't never go down.
Who?
Canelo.
He don't need to no more because
Yeah, he don't need to.
So every belt underneath him,
He done got that.
He done took him. He started out welterweight.
He done got that.
He got the welterweight belt and then got beat up by Mayweather. So then he jumped up to welterweight, won those, became unified. Then he went up to middleweight, became the unified champion at middleweight. Now he went up to super middleweight, became the motherfucking unified champion there. Then he went up to cruiserweight and became the unified champion there. And then he said, fuck it, let me go on up to light heavyweight. And Bivol said, bitch, get your ass back out of here. So he said, yeah, I'm going to go back down to cruiserweight. And anybody from here down to 147, I'll beat your ass. And everybody that's jumped up anywhere in between there get their ass whooped if they call him out.
No, yeah, anybody.
But he don't usually go under 165 anymore.
Yeah, Canelo don't go no lower than like 155. Like he ain't going no lower than that. And I ain't seen him, like I said, man, he said he hit it on the nose. Huh?
What's light heavyweight?
170 and up.
180 and up.
Yeah, that's 180 and up, my fault. That's where them Beevils and them better bees waiting on you at, and them Benavidez is on you. That's who waiting on you up there. You go up there, boy, I tell you what, you better put your motherfucking hard hat on. Cause they got them hands for you. That's for sure.
What weight class is Tank?
130, 135.
Yeah, Tank at the low. He the lowest. Well, he ain't the lowest.
135. He 135 to 140.
Yeah, 140. Yeah. So he pretty much his scale is at the lowest of the
he
right
underneath the welterweights. So they call that lightweight. He lightweight.
Yeah.
And the super lightweight. He lightweight and super lightweight.
Ain't no nice heavyweights no more?
America don't have any heavyweights. They all doodle. They like
America,
gang. They rather gang bang or don't work on their legs.
Yeah,
they don't do leg day, or they like the gang bang and shit.
Yeah, we got Crip Anderson, and that's the latest. That was the latest heavyweight that we had from America. Deontay Wilder. Them was the only two that we pretty much had that was holding something down.
That's all we had that was holding something down.
I mean, it was cool because they was, repping for the culture, but overall, that boy Crip Anderson, man, he caught them hands by he caught them Bacoles. You feel me?
Yeah, all the heavyweights are in the UK.
For real?
Nah.
Say what?
He asked me, was Jared Big Baby Anderson named Crip Anderson for real?
Jared Big Baby Crip Anderson.
Yeah, that's just what I call him, because
now,
like,
we call him We call him Crip Anderson because he be on IG and shit. He be on Twitter,
Yeah,
big
man.
banging, gang banging harder than he be in the gym.
Yeah, he do the most, man. Like
Oh,
you
and then
can't
this was gonna fuck you up. He from Ohio.
that part.
All right.
He a big Crip out of Ohio, dog. You know what I'm saying? If you didn't know, you'd have swear he was from LA, nigga. The way he be cripping on his IG and Twitter and shit.
The way he be going up, dog. He be going up for real. Like, and but my thing is this though. You know what I'm saying? You can't put that kind of stuff into the air when you trying to get to something, man. Leave that stuff in your life, man. Like leave that stuff in your personal life, dog. Don't bring that shit to the floor because then when you get to doing stuff like that, next thing you know, you get mollywop. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
You get the mookups. You know what I'm
You
saying?
get them Bacoles, nigga.
And he came right in and went in. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Bacole, man. But
So who the
yeah,
light heavy? Wait,
Bevel?
Bevel. He
you
was
American?
undisputed. He
He
was
He
undisputed.
was undisputed till he gave up a belt. Like he literally
Yeah.
gave it up. Like, I'm
He's
paying
like,
too
I'm
much
cool.
money.
Which
No, I
was
never
smart.
heard of this nigga.
Oh,
What's his name?
Dimitri Bevel.
He just fought Better Beef. He fought Better Beef twice.
Twice.
He fought Arthur Better Beef twice.
See,
He lost the first.
I might have just accidentally got into it with him at the supermarket or something. Like,
Not
nigga, you
Bevel.
watch out.
Not Bevel, you didn't.
I'm just saying, it might have been an accident. I didn't know who Cuz was.
Nah, not no Bevel, you didn't. Shit, that motherfucker. You know Bevel. Trust
I
me.
don't know how many of them hands you could take, dog.
Now
I
you
ain't
run-
saying I could take them, you know what I'm saying? I ain't know. I just turned around and just smacked the Sprite out his hand, you know what I mean, before I even looked.
Hey, when you turned around and seen him, you knew he was somebody.
You froze, King.
I didn't look him in the eye first. I turned around, smacked the Sprite, then I looked up. You know what I'm saying? It was already too late.
Froze, King. You froze over there, King.
Can you hear me?
I hear you, but you're frozen.
I'm gonna leave and come back.
All right.
You know how I go in the midst of mashing, you know what I'm saying?
Man, definitely know how I go in the midst of
I was just
mashing,
waiting
you know
to check out in line. I just felt somebody was way too close behind me. You know, you feel somebody behind you.
That
in line. And
that was definitely
crazy in Sam's Club.
That was definitely Bevel, because that's what he feel like, right?
Yeah.
You feel that nigga.
Yeah.
Like, man, who is this? I'm trying to talk to Missy, you know what I mean? Like, well, hold on a second. I just turned around and just smacked the Sprite. He had a 2-liter Sprite. I smacked it right out of his hand, and I looked up. And I seen he had some size on him, but, you know, I ain't recognize his face. So I'm like, you know what I'm saying?
Didn't I tell you something, dog?
Your motherfucker, it was these two?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's comedy, dude. Hey, let me find out you done ran into Beaver and had some static. I'll be having to fly in to visit you right now.
All I gotta say is thank you for not calling me, because I can't help you with Bevel, man. That's just
I'll be flying in to come visit him right now.
Well, you know, I mean, that's all I really remember. You know, I mean, I smacked the Sprite, and I'm like, man, who you? Because that was my first time just seeing that he was a little bit bigger than I intended, you know, when I first turned around.
Look, I'm gonna tell y'all something.
I was back home, you know what I mean?
Look,
it happened in July, you know.
That means somebody picked you
October,
up.
I was just at the crib. I woke up. And, you know.
Yeah.
That means somebody picked you up from that store and brought you to the crib.
I don't know. You had to get that footage, man, from Sam's Club.
Look, from Sam's Club, though. Hey, look, they got cameras right there in the little aisles. I seen them.
I ain't know. I just had to Google it. As soon as this picture popped up, I said, man, that's Buddy from Sam's.
That's him.
That's him.
That's him, man.
That makes sense, man.
You said it happened in July. You woke up in October. Yeah, that was him.
Yeah.
That was Bevel.
Yeah.
And yeah. Yeah.
Look, they had to hear the
Small
story
world.
from somebody
Small
else, though.
world.
Hey, look. He had to hear from somebody else, like, yeah. He turned around and slapped the Sprite out his head.
Yeah, I ain't, you know, like, no, I didn't mean to get into it with him, you know. Sprite was already down, you know what I mean?
It's too late.
But he just looked at
Oh,
his
shit.
hand empty.
Hey. Hey, I want y'all to know something, dog. This dude been getting into it with Keith Jardine, dog, for so many years. Hey, look,
At the
and
bar, it's always at the bar.
hey, any time though, like it's always a bar scene. And this nigga get into it with somebody with the most violent hands though. Hey, look, look at this. It ain't never no
Never ran
nigga
across no average middle of the
Nah,
road kind of guy.
You just, for some reason, you got a niche for those guys with those registered hands.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Bruh, it's just something about him, dog. Hey, look, he just look, every
Places
time,
I hang
dog.
out, I guess.
Oh,
I guess,
shit,
you know.
dude, that is
Hey, man, is your hands registered? Yeah, man. The fuck wrong with you, man?
Yeah, what
you doing, man?
I thought that was you.
Hey, look, y'all let a nigga do that to you.
Break
Hey,
the beer
look,
bottle.
nigga do
You know
that
what
to
I'm
you.
saying? And had that piece of the beer bottle.
What's wrong with the guy, man?
Yeah. But yeah,
Oh,
man, that's
shit.
what's on the docket for this month. Look out for Hines versus Bivol.
Woo. Man, be looking out for that Sam's Club footage, dog. We
Yeah,
about to
that's just
find
if
that.
you can get the footage from Sam's, but you know.
You know, my wife for average, you know, she avid in there. Maybe they'll hook her up. You know what I'm saying? I had to holler at some people.
I got to renew my membership, but I got you.
Word is that the sample lady is the one that got me up out of there, you know what I mean, before it got any worse.
Oh, shit.
Shout out to the sample lady.
Shout out to the sample lady.
If
for
you
saving
single,
my boy,
I am
you
too.
know what I'm saying?
If you single, sample lady, I am too.
Hey, man, appreciate you saving my boy, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Throw the Top Sports Podcast, man. 3 T's in the building, man. As y'all see, man, my boy, King James, man. Captain Greg, Big Dog, Travio, you know what I'm saying? Also known as motherfucking Ambrosia Salad, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, y'all know what the hell going on, man. Like, comment, subscribe on the way out. I appreciate y'all stepping on up in here and rocking with your boys, you know what I'm saying?
I said, man, it looks like you only 180 pounds.
Woo! Look, that's
what
exactly
you trying to do.
Yo, and do me a favor. Unlike my man up here, protect yourself at all times.
Man.
And please don't make us throw the towel in on your ass. Throw the towel. Throw the towel.
Right side.
Throw the damn towel.
Back up.
Throw that holy water on them.
Bibbles. Catch these bibbles.
Catch them.
Catch them bibbles.
I was TV trained with under Al Snow, Doug Basham, Mason Maria, Josh Ashcraft, Southern Discomfort. Like I got to learn from some of these people that I've been and where I want. You want to learn from people that have been where